Hey everyone, today I am excited to show you the full stack expense tracker app that built using FastAPI and Streamlit. We used FastAPI for backend and Streamlit for a front-end development. As you all see in the screen, in this we are going to add, view, analyze the expenses in a better and clean visual way. Next, you are all thinking about why we choose this project. Because we day to day spend a lot of money for some time something else, but we lost to keep the track of the we spend money. So I thought, why not we build an app or a tool that track an expense. As of now, you are seeing my screen where I conducted my project and built the project. In the right side, you are seeing my project directory where it's named as a expense tracking system. In that, we have created a three main folders. That one is backend, and another is front end, and another one is test. In backend, we have mainly created an Python file that interact with my SQL database, that is DB helper. In DB helper, we have set up a logger. I will tell you what is logger afterwards. And we have defined a 7 function that in which one function is help in connecting my file to a backend data, that is a get db.cursor, and another functions that help to fetch all the record from my backend based on the query we supplied, where you are seeing a function fetch all record. In this, select star from the expense. It's going to fetch all the expense table data into it, and another function fetch expense from the date, where we are going to supply a expense date as an input, and we are going to fetch the data related to that date only. And another function insert expense, in which we are going to insert values to the table based on the date. And another function delete expense from date, in which we are going to the delete rows based on the given date. Another function fetch expense summary, where we supply start date and end date. In return, we give a summary of an expense, means sum of amount total will be given back. Another function fetch total expense by month, in which it will be going to return the total amount spent in that month. And I said before, we are going to set up logger in it. We have to create another file setup logger in a backend folder. That setup logger file contain logger is used to record the internal messages, especially helpful for debugging during the development, tracking what's happening behind the scene. Example, calling API calls, errors, database action. So it is more helpful for to maintain the record. As you see in a project directory, we have another folder name called a test folder, in which we have a backend to test the DB helper functions. By doing this, you ensure your logic is reliable. You don't break any features when updating the code. You catch debugs early before pushing into production. How to run it means we have to open git bash, then we have to supply the folder directory which where the file contain, and we have to run pytest space -v. Then it's going to test all the function one by one, and it will supply an output. After that, In backend folder, we are going to create a new file called server.py. In this file, have built the backend for my expense tracker using FastAPI. It has a route to add, fetch and summarize expenses by date or a month. And also I have added a core support so it connects smoothly with my Streamlit front end. And I also include custom error handling and logging for clean debugging. Everything structured, fast and production ready. After this, how to run this file? We have to open the terminal and we have to pass the file directory to the terminal, and we have to run uvicorn backend dot server colon app reload. Because we use reload, it means it will automatically update if we change any things in the file. It automatically load it to the server. And the last, we have developed a front end using Streamlit, in which we supplies a page title as expense tracker, and we have 3 tabs and one sidebar. One sidebar is used to input a new expense, and tab 1 for view by date, tab 2 for a summary, and tab 3 for summary by month. To run it, we open a new terminal and run streamlit run./app.py. It displayed a front end of my page. Here we see expense tracker by Sagar, and in sidebar we see the add expense, where we give an input like a data, amount and category selected, and note and add expense. It add to the main DB. Of now, view by date, in which we have supply a date as an input, and we see the records in the date. And next tab, summary, in which we supply a start date and the end date, and we get output as a chart that show category wise amount spent. And next tab, summary by month, in which it show in which month how many amount you spent. As you've seen how easy it is to track daily expenses, visualize and even pull monthly reports all in one frame. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more beginner friendly projects. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one, dosto.